If you experience obsessive thoughts and feelings that come with a heartbreak or so-called limerence, or a rejection of any kind, my heart goes out to you. I know what it feels like. I happen to be quite sensitive to these things, and today I'd like to talk about that and offer you a process that might be helpful on your healing journey. Thank you so much for joining. Please remember, you are not alone. This pain is real, and you might feel as if you are disconnected from all the joys in your life, that you lost enjoyment altogether, that everything's just gray. You might have obsessive thoughts that just pop up on their own and prevent you from leading a normal life. You might also feel like being on an emotional roller coaster, going up and down all the time. And sometimes it can really get scary. You know, in our crazy, fast-paced world, we rarely have an opportunity to just stop and heal, to connect with our feelings. We're often in a never-ending merry-go-round of go, 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 perform, 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 and we never stop. And this is not the way to heal. Today, I want to invite you to reconnect with your feelings for a little bit, and then we'll use different elements that will help you to shift your attention, to expand your focus, to decrease stress and relax. And stress is something that is always present with heavy emotions related to a heartbreak. If you feel overwhelmed with emotions to the point when you are thinking about unhealthy coping strategies, please seek professional help. It's very important. I will provide some information in the description box that will help you find free resources. I will also include information about various elements that I used in this experience. Before we start to ride a wave of relaxation later in the process, I'd like to ask you to stand up and find a spot in your environment that you will dedicate to feeling the feelings. It might be any spot in your room, and you'll just decide that this is where you want to feel your feelings for now. So it will be your dedicated feeling spot for this session. Don't worry, we will only spend a few minutes here to get in touch with the feeling. With the feeling that is uncomfortable, even painful, but essentially harmless. And then we'll do something else entirely. Now, standing there on that feeling spot, please direct your attention to your feet. Find a good contact with the floor. And please notice what specifically you're feeling at this moment. How would you label the feeling? Where is it located in your body? And what physical sensations come with it? Please pay attention to these physical sensations and the way they are changing when you focus on them. Please notice what specifically you are feeling at this moment, and where is it located in your body as a physical sensation. Sometimes it's in the throat, in the chest, in the abdomen. Where is it? And as you are getting in touch with this feeling, I would like you to know that this feeling is valid. It's real. The body does not lie. Your mind might tell you something along the line, you shouldn't feel like that, or it's been a while, or it's silly, it doesn't make any sense. I invite you to take this fluff and gently put it aside for now. Let's just acknowledge this feeling, this very human sensation that you have, for what it is, a real feeling. I invite you to give yourself a kind permission to embrace it now. Let's say it together. I see you. I feel you. Thank you for communicating with me. Thank you for your message. I am here to heal. Let's heal together. And if you feel that you need more time to stay in touch with the feeling, you can press the pause and stay in touch a bit longer. Or we can move to the next step. Now the most difficult part is over. Right now I invite you to step out of this spot or even jump out of it to a different one. And let's shake off this feeling. Let's start to simply by shaking off in a freestyle manner. There are no rules to it. You can just do whatever you want. You can even turn on your favorite upbeat music for this. So the whole idea here is to use your body to release this tension. And I will just show you a few things that you can do. The most important part, we should be doing this for at least 5 minutes or even 10 minutes for the better effect. So I invite you to just experiment, pay attention to your furniture, okay? So shake it off, shake it off. So you can do something like this. You can even jump on the spot if you want. Pay attention to your walls and furniture, please. I've had some feedback about this exercise. I always ask to really pay attention to the surroundings. So I'll just keep doing it for 5 minutes. Different ways you can jump. You can do whatever you want, something that really is enjoyable for you. The whole idea is to shake, to move. In Aikido warm-up exercises, we use this a lot. Like in every warm-up session, we use this movement. And we keep going for a couple more minutes. So stay with me. And I am so grateful that you are staying with me. Please do not skip this part. Do not cut it off. Please do not skip this part. Do not cut it short. It's very important and pretty enjoyable, if you ask me. Okay. Now we can just stand still and for a second tune into the body and feel the new sensations that we've got from this exercise. For instance, I can notice how my breathing has changed. And the tingling sensation in my fingers and I'm a bit hot. And I feel this warmth all over, radiating from me almost. For the next part, I'll invite you to find a comfortable, preferably sitting position, and we'll start doing a very simple exercise, rubbing your palms together. Feeling this warmth that is generated by this movement. And then we'll place, well, actually we can just spend a few moments really feeling this sensation in the palms. And we can place them on opposite shoulders and start to stroke up and down, well, downwards. We'll start to stroke like this. We'll keep doing it for a couple more minutes. This is a soothing exercise known as a heavening technique. It's very powerful. And I'll invite you to switch back and forth a few times from this to palm rubbing. And really shift your attention to the sensations that this action generates in your hands and in your arms. You can read more about this technique. It's just one element out of a whole kit, a whole list of different elements and different exercises. You can read more about them following the link below in the description box. Let's take a long breath, and let's take a deep breath with a long exhalation. And now I will invite you to tune into your body. Maybe close your eyes if it helps. And feel the difference even now. What's new? To release any remaining stress in the body, we'll do a very powerful and very simple exercise. So we'll take our fist, we'll tighten it, or we can do it with both hands, and then we engage the muscles of our forearm, our shoulder, and we keep it engaged and tense for a couple seconds, and then on an exhale we'll release the tension and relax. And we'll repeat it twice, or maybe 3 times. So we tense. We breathe normally while we're doing so. It's very important to keep breathing normally. And then on an exhale, we'll just release it and one more time, we tense, very much engaged, breathing normally, and then on exhale, so this exercise helps to remove tension very quickly. We can also do alternatively full body tension, so we tense everything and then on exhale we release. But we should keep in mind that it's important to breathe normally. We are moving to the next part, to the last part of this process, into a guided meditation itself. So I'll invite you to change your position if you want to. It can be reclined, it can be lying down, whatever suits you the best right now. You'll feel really different at this point from when you started the whole process. Find a very comfortable position for yourself and start paying attention to the contact between your body and the surface that supports you. Maybe even touch the surface. What is it like? What's the sensation? Is it soft? Is it hard? Really pay attention to the sensation of the surface. Is it warm? Is it cool? And I'll invite you to find a blue or green object in the room with you and look at it. And while you're looking at it, I wonder what other objects can you notice with your peripheral vision without moving your eyes? And you can be quite amazed at how many things you can actually see with your peripheral vision without any effort. Engaging peripheral vision helps us to start expanding our focus. This is actually how our ancestors functioned in their day-to-day life. They lived in a quite stressful environment, and they had a wonderful peripheral vision that helped them to survive, to notice the predators, the prey, good stuff and bad stuff. And unlike ourselves, they used to be in this constant state of activating their peripheral vision. So I invite you to do this playfully right now. And for the next part, you might want to close your eyes, not necessary, but if you want, go ahead and close your eyes. And I will keep quiet for a few seconds so that you could tune into your environment and listen. Listen to the sounds that are present. Maybe some noises from the outside, maybe your own breathing, maybe something else that you can hear. What sounds haven't you been paying attention to before and you can hear now? What sensations haven't you been paying attention to before and you can feel now? The interesting thing happens when we step out, letting go of a narrow focus. We tend to let go of stuckness at the same time and slowly start to first shift our attention to a variety of things and then expand. Let go and expand. And I invite you to remember the most relaxing experience in your life right now.
the most relaxing experience you've ever had. Or maybe just your favorite one. Or simply any relaxing experience that comes to your mind. And notice some elements in it. And the first one is safety. When we are relaxed, we feel safe. When we feel safe, we relax. Relax into safety. And you might realize right now, at this moment, you are safe. You are safe. And while you are remembering a relaxing experience, you might discover the second element, which is a physical relaxation. Letting go of tension, physical relaxation in muscles, softening, letting go. And while you are in this relaxing experience, a third element might surface, and that's mental relaxation. Good, lazy state of mind. Everything is happening here and now. The mind might wander to other calm places. There is no right or wrong. It's just a state of being. No expectations, no concerns. A welcome pause. Easy experience of a flow into a mental and physical relaxation, letting go of unnecessary while softening and feeling safe. And the fourth element might present itself as a feeling of being content and having enough. At this very moment, feeling content, satisfied, having enough around you and within and within. A welcome pause. It's just a state of being in a mental and physical relaxation, contentment and satisfaction with the present moment. You are enough. Breathing in. You are enough. Breathing out. You are enough at your own pace. You are enough in all aspects of your life. You are enough. You are enough. At this very moment, you are enough. Here and now and from now on, you are enough. And it's obvious to you. And even more so when you doubt it. As you are enough from the very beginning. Especially when you doubt it, you are enough. And what if we allow every doubt to be just a reminder that we are enough. And we are here. We are where we are supposed to be. We can move further. We can move further at our own pace into the future, full of fulfillment, full of joy, peace and contentment, progression and success, love and friendship, excitement and calm. From now on and always, we are enough. And isn't it a soothing thought to have? And from this place of being enough, we can certainly see more opportunities to grow. Because being enough does not mean stopping the progress. It only means that the progress from now on is happening from an empowered state of being enough. And yet another element of a relaxing experience you can notice is the sensation of dissolving into it, relaxing into the environment to a point when there are no borders, no boundaries, no limits, much like floating freely, becoming one with the experience, becoming one with the place and time, becoming nothing and everything at the same time, dissolving, all interconnected and free, expanding to embrace the whole universe, far and wide, becoming everything and nothing. A mountain, a lake, a bird, sun, the moon, the wave, the grass, a fly, a worm, the sand, the night, the day, a pebble, the stone, a house, the earth, more and less, a human, an animal, a dog, a leaf, a tree, a drop, a star, the space beyond words, infinite, magnificent. It's all made of the same. We are made of the same particles, same energy. Expand. The universe expands, and so do freedom, only expansion. No borders, no limits. Only freedom. And from this state, looking back at ourselves with compassion and self-love. Compassion and self-love. Knowing that we are always enough. And every future doubt is a reminder that it's true. And being enough might create the most peaceful feeling of all. Since from the being enough, we're empowered to do whatever we want. We are empowered to do whatever we want. And I invite you to connect to this power inside, the unshakable feeling of us, the unshakable feeling of you. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it from a place of self-love. You can do it from a place of enoughness. You can do it from a place of power, self-compassion, and love, a place of connection. From a place of expansion, embracing all there is, being all there is, freedom, expansion, freedom, expansion. And at your own pace, in your own time, you might start to drift back to this moment, feeling refreshed, calm, and ready to enjoy your life. And if you wish, you can press pause and stay with this a bit longer. Or if you feel ready, we can move to the last part of the process.
And to allow the transformation to fully occur, I will invite you to stand up and to move to your initial spot. And while you're doing so, I'll invite you to concentrate on this new feeling inside. So let's stay on this spot for a moment and notice the difference between the initial feeling and this one. And you will most probably find a new resource. And it's not important if you can label it with a word or not really. I'll just invite you to feel it. and make it even stronger, to feel it and make it even bigger, to feel it and make it work for you. This is your resource to move forward in your new life, to overcome the obstacles, the limitations. This is your resource to be yourself and keep moving forward. I am so grateful that you joined me today, and I hope this was helpful. Please leave comments below if you want, and I am eternally grateful for you to watch this and do this with me. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.